G'day guys, how you going? Damien Tran here from Brisbane Fishing and Damo's casting lessons. Thought I'll do a video really quickly for you guys just to show you guys what my Damo's casting lessons all about and how I throw my cast net and the wrongs and the right ways of throwing the cast net. So first of all, I want to show you guys just the basic, the way how to throw, like the structure that comes with the bucket, the cast net buckets when you buy a cast net, or we can call it the YouTube way. Okay, so with the YouTube way and that bucket style, so I call it, it's how do I say it? They've actually shown you guys the wrong way, guys. Seriously. Why is it that every single time I see a YouTube video or when it comes to an instruction on a bucket on how to throw a cast net, this is the way they show you guys how to throw. Where they'll want you to bunch up your rope, like so, yeah. Then next they want you to hold your little cast net or your cast net up with one hand, like so, yeah. And then next they want you to grab the bottom lead or chain and place that into your left hand. You can do a couple more. Some people do one, some people do two, some people do three, but does this look very familiar to a lot of you? This is the YouTube bucket technique, I call it. And then they want you to hold on to one hand, which is called a snag point, and they want you to throw, right, the whole bundle with just your other hand. Okay? I'll show you what it looks like. And does this look familiar to a lot of people? Okay? It's a bit hard for me to throw it. I won't keep it, as you can see, it's a perfect circle. But hey, what happens if you're throwing a big 12-footer like that? Or like that. Now you guys can see it in there. Weighing 5 to 8 to 7 to 8 kilos, 7 to 8 kilos. How do you throw something like that? Now, I just want to get things cleared. Why a lot of people throw it this style and it cannot get any further or advance anymore. It's because, this is why, guys, they're teaching you guys how to throw. They're teaching you guys how to cast. The word cast and throw, the definition of that is to throw. You throw something, you really violently throw it. You cast something, same thing, you cast your rod, you cast it violently. This thing here is called a swing net. So why aren't we swinging it? See, if you swing something, you can get the same amount of power, but you got more control, okay? This is where it goes wrong with the YouTube way. They're showing you with a small net. What happens if you use a big net? This here is only a 2 kilo net. I can throw it with one hand, obviously. But what happens when you get up to a 10-footer or a 12-footer, which is like, 4 to 8 kilos or 7 kilos? How do you throw one bunch like that and try to create a circle with one hand while holding back one snag point? That's the reason why a lot of the people are throwing and they get this shape, an oval shape. All right? They'll throw, they'll get something like that, which is all over the place, and it's oval. I don't know if you guys can see that from the video. Reason being is because you guys are trying to throw one big bundle with one arm. Okay, we're not throwing once, we'll be throwing this at least 10 to 20, 30 times in that one session. So why are they showing you guys how to throw a frisbee backwards? Does that make sense? You can do it with a small net, obviously. You can throw it backwards. But what happens if you're throwing a bigger net? That's how you bust up your shoulders and your arms, guys. The proper way is to throw a frisbee. You throw it like this, aren't you? Not like this. That's throwing backwards. So is this hand, throwing backwards. Throw it like a frisbee, like that, or like that. Why can't it be like that? But no, the YouTube way teaches people to throw your net backwards and to lift up your net. And they only have 2 points. One point is a snag point, the other point is a throwing point. Wrong. Show you a very fast technique and easier technique. If you're using a big net for this technique, you will guarantee to get circles every single time. Using a small net, same thing. This is how you're supposed to throw a frisbee, I call it. You need 4 points. 2 contact points and 2 throwing points. There's my first point. It's the contact. It's on my shoulder, on my elbow. The reason why I put on the elbow and the shoulder is so it takes off the weight when you're using a larger cast net. With the smaller ones, not a big deal. But I've got 1 contact point, which is either on my elbow, I don't want to get wet. You don't mind, it's on your shoulder. The other contact point is where your hand is. So now what you're going to do is create a pole with your left hand and a pole with your right hand. Yeah? So here we go. The left pole goes in your left hand, the contact point here. The right pole goes in your right hand. So shouldn't we be throwing with 2 poles, not 1? Yeah? Because I've got 1 contact point on my shoulder and the other contact point in my hand, that's 4. When you got 4 contact points, that's a square. So when you throw that square, not throw it, but swing it, I said, yeah, they're stuffed up, we're calling it a cast net or a flow net. It's a swing net. So if you go and swing that net backwards and forward and let it go, what do you get? What do you get, guys? Perfect circle. Okay? Without even trying. Look. That's what we got here as well. That's doing it with a 12-footer. So you can see it's a 12-footer. Over here, this is the really big heavy net. This is the 7.5 kilo net. Big 12-footer. So you're meant to swing your net out, not throw your net out. Secondly, if you're using a big net like so, you're holding it up like the YouTube way. Stop right there. If you're throwing the YouTube way, you will never get a perfect circle. You will never achieve that, guys. You will never achieve, throwing big nets like what I do here at Damo's casting lessons. So that's just a pointer for you guys, to have a little, think about. I think we're throwing a frisbee, right? So why aren't we throwing it like a normal frisbee? And why aren't we having 4 contact points, which is the 2 poles and the other 2 that's snagging back? Why are we all doing this? And you're wondering why you got a sore shoulder, you can't throw a big cast net, guys. Hope that answers your question. Hope they help a lot of people. And if you want a casting lesson, give me a text on Damo's Casting Lessons on Facebook, and I'm more than happy to take you through all this and explain to you and show you the right way to throw a cast net. Cheers again, guys.